When does comparison ride off the rails and when is it okay? Hi, I'm Nancy and I teach women how to reconnect with their lost creative spark and gain more energy in the process. So if that sounds good to you, like and follow for more. So I got this comment on my post the other day about comparison, and it's so interesting, and it's actually makes some great points. We do need to be able to compare. You need to know how much gas is in your tank and whether or not it's going to be enough to get you somewhere. You need to be able to, compare the size of two different things. All sorts of places that comparison is a good thing. And he's also correct that it's what we do with that comparison that is the problem. So if you are, as many people actually can, which for some of us can be hard to believe, the kind of person who can look at what someone else is doing and say, wow, that is awesome, go you, I can't wait to see where this goes, without saying to yourself, man, Joe is doing this thing and I suck because I can't do that. That's where the problem lies. You can also use what Joe is doing as a way to motivate yourself to do something more. I wish I knew how to, edit a video like that, and go out and learn how. That's a positive thing. Most of the time when we talk about comparison, it's got an ugly undertone, at least when we're talking about comparison between people. We are all different. We all have our own special skills and abilities and talents. And that's not a bad thing. Joe might be terrible at something you are actually great at. And that's the part that gets lost when we start to say, I want to be like Joe. Joe might want to be like you. And we don't think about that. So I really appreciate this comment for giving me a chance to come in and think about this a little bit more and clarify, because I have been thinking about it since I posted. And those people who can just admire what somebody else is doing without taking it as a slight against themselves are amazing and healthy, and where we should all strive to be. So I still want to hear more about this. So if you have other thoughts, please share. I think it's a topic that we really should spend more time thinking about so that we don't just default to that unhealthy, wow, I'm not good enough response.